So I'm so grateful to all the people that supported and helped me prepare and get ready for running the Raccoon 50-mile race, my very first 50-mile race. And I get asked the question a lot, why would you run 50 miles? And I think it's a interesting question, and the answers vary. I would say I've run two ultra races before this 50 miler, one 38 and a half miler in 2008 in New Mexico, and a 34 miler December 4th of this year, or of 2016, in preparation for this 50-mile race. And I think everybody steps up to the line on any of these ultra runs because there's a possibility of failure. There's also a possibility of a great personal accomplishment, and all of these things feed into your mindset as you prepare to run that race. But I know for me, one of the things that happened to me in January 9th of 2016, I had just got really dizzy, like I finished doing a funeral and the room felt like it had been just turned almost upside down on me, and it took me from then through May to talk to a good doctor friend, Dr. Overend, who gave me medicine and helped me get through that. And to be honest with you, I think I registered for this in May, really to see whether or not I could do anything stretching the limits or to this limit in my life like I had done before, because this was such a setback mentally and psychologically for me that I think I wanted to see if I could still complete a great physical challenge such as running 50 miles. And so a lot of the reason I stepped up to the line in the 50 miler was just simply to see if the Lord would permit me to still be able to do something like this after the setback that I had. So I'll give a quick recap about the race. And the cause for the race was running for 22 Kill, which helps support veterans and those who have post-traumatic stress disorder, and 22 veterans commit suicide a day. And so we raised some money for that organization, nonprofit. So first loop, I would say, went really, really well. Best as I could expect that loop to go. I stayed hydrated, took my Endurolite tablets, consumed some calories, and everything seemed to go very well. Second lap, all I had done is changed my socks, kept the same shoes, went out for the second lap. Probably almost around 4 hours is when I began my second lap. I think I came in at 3:45 and then went out after about a 15-minute break. And that second lap, I noticed it got really, really hot. And this second lap or loop really took its toll on a lot of runners in this race because the heat was over 80, humidity was high. A lot of things were working against some people. It's also at this point that I noticed some swelling in my fingers, that I thought I was maybe just retaining too much salt or had too much salt. I was maybe taking too many of my tablets, which led me to kind of retain water. And so I got into my third, after the second loop, started my third loop and decided I wasn't going to take any more tablets until my fingers weren't as swollen. Took off all my rings, kept drinking fluid and water, and switched to water. I'd kind of gotten tired of electrolytes. In the third loop, everyone called the victory lap, and they said that after the second loop, which is 34 miles, the race is done, and the last loop, another 16.7 miles, is really just the victory lap. And all I can say is it was one long victory lap. My first loop was like 3:45, my second loop was 3:41, and I think my third loop was almost 4.5 hours. So I would, on this fourth loop, I would not do what I was doing, which was 3-minute walk, 2-minute run, 3-minute walk, 2-minute run. On this last loop, I did 60 left foot strikes for a run and then walk. Then maybe 20 left foot strikes and then a walk. And then 10, then 30, then 40, then 50. Hey, there's a downhill. Do you think I can get 100? And that's really what I did throughout the end of, or throughout the whole third loop. And I would say I pretty much stayed in the pain cave of that third loop from mile probably 39 to or 41 to 50. My feet were killing me. They hurt. I felt like all my toes were going to fall off, but actually my toes ended up being in really pretty good shape, and I'm happy about that. And what I'm really excited about this weekend, I guess the top three things I'm excited about with this 50-mile run is, first of all, two of my good friends, Nathan Franzmeyer and Ryan Phillips, both had a PR. They both finished the 50K and actually did a little bit more than that, 34 miles. They both accomplished their longest run ever in their lives. And the third thing that excited me the most was my wife and daughter showed up, surprised me. I didn't know they were coming. And they were there at the finish line. So that was really, to me, more exciting than even finishing the 50 milers was seeing them at the finish line, which I was super excited about. So that's a quick summary about my race. By Monday, I pretty much felt like I wasn't sore anymore.